G'day, this is Eliza coming to you from Byron Bay, New South Wales in Australia. It is Thursday, the 23rd of April, 2020. Happy Earth Day. Oh my goodness, sending always, constantly, every day, but maybe a little extra more today, sending love, gratitude, deep respect out to the earth, to the mother. To that amazing, incredible entity that holds us and continues to inspire me. The earth is by far my greatest teacher, including myself, including all spirit guides and any ascended masters I've spoken with. The earth is by far my greatest teacher. So happy Earth Day, lovers. Let's keep sharing the beauty and the magic of earth with everybody. Beauty is free, it's sustainable, doesn't take anything, gives back to the planet. Okay, reciprocating beauty to you today on this day as well. So willing to witness you, to observe you in all your shades of light, all your different forms and aspects of expression. Today or this week, what I really want to share with you is the concept or this idea, interesting, this idea of identity, our id. The things that we identify with, the qualities that we identify with. I want to speak to you today about adaptability around our identity. And this being a most opportune time on the planet right now, really exquisite, particularly also with the Taurus new moon today happening, as well as all of the planets that are retrograding, some of the conjunctions that are going on. It is a perfect time to contemplate, to discern and determine who you want to be today and tomorrow. To take some time to disregard who it is you thought you were in reflection to how others saw you. To take some time to perhaps consider who you were before COVID-19. Who you were before this time of isolation, who you were before you had some pause, who you were before some of the restrictions were put in place that meant that you weren't able to engage mostly in your different societal ways and methods in the same way that you used to be able to engage. So what I see happening is that we are being encouraged and we are being given a platform to reshape our identifying qualities. What is it that we do? How do we share ourselves? What is it that we share? What do we have to share? How do we choose to share that? How did we used to see ourselves before this time of isolation happened? How did we see ourselves in regards to other people? What were our interpersonal relationship, meaning the relationship that we had with ourselves? How is our spatial intelligence, meaning the relationship and the understanding that we have to the space around us? Who do we think we are in relationship to everyone else in the universe? Because who we thought we were in relationship to everyone else on planet Earth, as well as everyone else outside of planet Earth, is changing right now collectively. Who we are in response to our external environment is changing right now globally. What it is we want to share, coming from a response from our internal guidance, is now what is being called for you to address, to look at, to understand, to analyze. My invitation for you and what I'm noticing that is coming up with the collective as well, with the spirits, with the work they're doing, with the planets and the stars and the moons and the spaces that they are in right now, it's all lining up as the perfect time to go deep within, to pause, to sit with stillness, and to contemplate that which you were and that which you want to be. To consider all the way from your identifying qualities, from the surface ones, meaning that which you wear, all the way down to the lowest, or I want to say the deepest quantifying facets that you have chosen to be around your personality, around who it is that you are on planet Earth right now. The deepest of those aspects are your moral beliefs, your core values. Who are you at your core value? Is there room for improvement there? Is there some system inside of yourself, some belief inside of yourself, some core value, some moral code that can be updated now, that is no longer relevant to the current world that can be changed in order to be more aligned to the new world that we are co-creating right now together. So, that's what I've noticed, not only with myself, with those around me. This wonderful opportunity for me to pick apart different parts of myself and consider that which it is I used to think I was, the way I presented myself, the way I showed up. I'm taking some time to consider now how that will be different, how I want it to be different, because I'm most certainly choosing my own adventure. So, awesome. Okay. Now, I'm going to have a little pause there because I need to check that the video is still working before I do channeling for you so that we don't miss anything. Awesome. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just see if there are some beings who would like to pass on some information to us today. I am willing to offer my vessel as a hollow bone in order to pass on information from any higher dimensional beings with positive intentions and appropriate information for the expansion of human consciousness on Earth right now. So we're always working with the most appropriate right now. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you. I've already spent some time putting up various different energetic grids in place in order to do this for you today, as well as invoking my own guides in order to assist with this process. So wonderful. I can feel there's going to be some light language coming today, so we might very well start there. Yes, it is always a wonderful thing we feel for you to be continuously shedding yourself. And, you know, unlike the snake, as you shed your skin, you have the capacity to determine what new skin you would like, what kind of skin you want this time to regrow. And you are constantly regrowing, you're constantly in an adaptive state, constantly moving and fluid. And it is absolutely best for you to be aware that you are constantly moving and constantly changing and adapting at a biological level, all the way through your bodies to your spiritual body. It is all constantly moving and adapting and changing. And so, yes, any time that you take to analyze and to understand what it is that you are, the way that you behave, the way that you respond to others, the way that you share yourself, the way that you give yourself, the way that you speak your truth, the way that you express your different emotions and different opinions and feelings that come up. Is there room there for you to find more improved ways to express? When we say more improved, what we really mean is moving towards the 5D vibrational frequency. And what we really mean there is moving towards ways where you can be more compassionate, more peaceful, maintaining an absolute state of stillness inside of yourself, even as chaos is raging around the outside of you. Even if you are being confronted with those who are wanting to control you, even if you're being confronted with those who are aggressive, still maintaining a state of internal harmony inside of yourself, or taking appropriate action in order to maintain your own safety. What we are encouraging you to do right now is to consider that which you would normally, or in the past, or up until this time, would do as a kind of fallback response mechanisms, fallback behavioral mechanisms, fallback habits, fallback patterns, fallback ways and methods to deal with certain situations as they come up in your life. We are absolutely on board and always encouraging you, and most certainly always happy to support you in any way that we can as you continue to update your system, so to speak. We think this is a wonderful thing for you to be doing, a wonderful process for you to be moving into and moving out of and moving through continuously and around and so on and so forth. We do, however, invite you to do this in a way that is positive. Do this in a way that is a happy thing. If you find things in your personality or in your behaviors that you wish to change, do not think of yourself as less than. Simply accept that there is room for improvement. The snake does not think as its old skin as less than. It simply recognizes that it is not current and not relevant to its current condition.
la pumabuana titi. Ramua moitina pumaka no panili. Ti boom kala chin ki pomala kana. Tipi boom pomanakana ti pomo kumako. Achsnu akala pitinika. Wa monia kana ti pumoni popakana ti pumoakwa. Nga kon boombalaka na katiti, pumala, kopuma katini, bolakata. Sishni boom glitmukona patini. Romwangangad. And what we are speaking to there is, let's say, to do with a freshness, maintaining a freshness within your being, a freshness that is constantly loosening that which is dead, that is constantly shaking off the old skin and gracefully shedding that which is no longer needed or simply no longer relevant or simply no longer appropriate. This continual maintaining of a fresh state. Grabbing that which is below, that which is above, bringing that which is outside, within, and allowing all of it to continue to amplify a state of where we want to say, yes, stillness, but also certainty inside of your stuff. Maintaining a state of knowingness that comes from knowing thyself, understanding who you are, noticing yourself, understanding your patterns and your behaviors, and paying attention to the ways in which you move through the world and the ways in which you respond to the world and the things that you put down in front of you, the energy, the word, the vibration, the suggestions, the ideas, the thought forms that you put down in front of you as you move through the world, and the things that you pick up from your external environment. Yes, and we are just taking some time to remind Eliza to spend some more of her energy focused on joy, and we find ourselves continually reminding her, and we're going to remind you now at this time as well, because perhaps you are also this way. We find ourselves continually reminding her that it's okay to play, it's okay to be silly, it's okay to be joyful, and that joy is in fact a key to her expansion, a key to her internal harmony, a key to the evolution of all life on planet Earth. Oh, they're funny ones. So beautiful and sweet. The ones who reminded me of joy, they're higher dimensional beings, but they often speak to me. Perhaps they speak to you too through the nature spirits. They sometimes come down to the water spirits, and they come down to the tree spirits, and the pixies and the fairies, and these beings are the beings that help me with joy. They remind me to play and just sort of frolic and be silly, and it feels really, really beautiful and really easy and constantly available, and so I'm really grateful for that. And yeah, I'm going to leave you with that, to find some joy as well, and some playtime and silliness, and really making that a priority actually in your life. I'm hearing myself as I say this, making joy a priority in my life. Wow. Okay, yeah. I'm going to let you know next week how that goes. It's created a little funny thing in my voice, so I'm going to allow some more receptivity for that inside of myself. And this is Eliza Kendall. Feel free to check out my website if you want to know more about me, if I can support you in any way. Please send me an email, and always sending you lots of love.